Hello, and thank you for joining us for our National AVID Demonstration School presentation here at Waukesha North High School. My name is Tom Shalmo, and I'm the principal here at North High School. I'm in my third year here at North, and we're excited for today's presentation because it's a culmination of many efforts of our staff over the last several years. We took a team to the AVID Summer Institute in Denver this past summer, and that allowed us time to step back and identify our mission, vision, and commitments here at North High School, which you'll learn more about in this presentation.
Hi, this is Brian Schleim, one of the assistant principals here at North High School, and this is my 15th year at North. I've been here to see AVID grow from our first elective class to where it is now, with the culture thriving building-wide as a part of who we are.
Hi, I'm Christina Ali, also one of the assistant principals here at North, and I've been here 7 years. We had the opportunity to attend the national conference in San Diego in December of 2023, where we learned the steps we needed to take in order to become an AVID National Demonstration School. We are very excited to see all the planning that we did come together today.
And I'm Angela Murphy. I'm the instructional coach and AVID site coordinator. This is my 4th year at North, but I have a 10-year history with AVID as an AVID elective tutor, an AVID elective teacher, and now as AVID site coordinator. I love being part of North's AVID team and representing our school as an AVID school-wide site of distinction.
Our mission here at North High School is to empower excellence for brighter futures, and we celebrate the diversity within our student body. We have just over 900 students here at North, with 16% of students qualifying for disabilities and just under half of students economically disadvantaged. We're really proud of our English language learning program here at North, as well as our dual language program that our students participate in. We're celebrating our 50th anniversary here at North this school year, as we were founded in 1975. We have 64 teachers and 115 members on the staff. We celebrate our North Star pride in the community with over 70 athletic and activities.
Waukesha North was historically a blue-collar, middle-class neighborhood school with limited diversity. After the 2008-2009 market crash, the demographics really started to change from a diversity and socioeconomic standpoint. That then led into 2011 when Act 10 came out, and our staff of older teachers saw significant turnover, including years where we hired as many as 19 staff members. As we grappled with this, we saw challenges in meeting the students' needs, which is a big part of what brought us back to AVID. We have always had a staff that cares deeply about serving students, but we weren't always unified in how to do that. AVID really helped unite our staff with a common approach and purpose. When I started in 2009-2010, I was hired the same year as the new principal started. She was following a longtime principal and inherited an older staff that was unsure of change. One of our other schools was exploring AVID, and despite some general hesitancy for changes, we had some excitement over what the program could offer. Unfortunately, the timing wasn't right. That principal left at the end of the year, and then Act 10 had a significant impact on staff. We spent the next few years managing that turnover at both the site and district level. Looking back, I feel bad for what our students may have missed out on, but I also wonder if we could have successfully launched during that time. Fast forward to 2017, under the leadership of Becky Newcomer, who brought her experience of teaching with AVID at South, the time was finally right. As our principal, she had the passion for the AVID program and a vision for what it could do for our students at North. As you can see on our one-pager that you will get, our demographics continue to change significantly, and we needed to unify our staff with best practices that would serve the students in front of us. We had a good core group of teachers that bought in and embraced AVID, and that helped it survive and thrive through other various changes over the years. This included the adoption of new curriculum across almost all of our core content areas, the shift to a block schedule, and 3 different principals and turnover in our district leadership. You'll be able to see on our next slide how that growth accelerated despite all of these challenges. If anything, I believe that having AVID as a constant really helped solidify our identity as a school.
I'll talk a little bit here about our AVID timeline here at North. We adopted AVID in the 2017-2018 school year and quickly established AVID school-wide and elective as core parts of our building. The AVID elective has grown a lot in the last 7 years, and we are excited that North is an AVID school-wide site of distinction. Our AVID elective classes have also grown and taken on more roles within the North community, going from 1 section of AVID in 2017 to next year we will be at 8 sections of AVID elective. Those leadership roles include partnering with Lowell Elementary School, our local elementary, for student mentorship and volunteering. During the 4 years of high school, students will volunteer at Lowell for 3 years. AVID students also take a leadership role at our open house, welcoming incoming 9th grade families to learn about how great North is. And also, our AVID students maintain nearly all bulletin boards in the building.
So why do we want to become an AVID demonstration school? The simplest reason is that we want to continue to improve. We always want to see ourselves breaking down barriers for our students. But we also want to be a place where other students can learn from our journey, our perspectives, and how our teachers are implementing the use of Wicker every single day. AVID, through the CCI, provides a framework for how we can continue to improve as a school and break down barriers for our students. It provides clarity around instructional practices utilizing Wicker, what our culture should look like within our building, how our system should work within the AVID elective, and what type of leadership is required in order for all these pieces to be successful. The CCI really does force us to look at our data and determine how to continue to advance opportunities for all of our students so that they can be college and career ready. In addition, our staff truly believes that our students deserve to be college and career ready and take advantage of any opportunity that may come to them outside of the walls of Waukesha North High School. Discussions around college and career readiness is consistently happening in all our classrooms, and these values are highlighted in our hallways throughout the building. And it needs to be acknowledged that AVID is beneficial for all students. It intentionally teaches them strategies for organization, focused note-taking skills, critical reading practices, ways for conducting inquiry, and beyond. AVID is everything that we do here at North, and it is truly, truly the bedrock for our belief systems.
We've always felt that North High School is a really special place with our students and staff doing lots of amazing things on a daily basis. But the AVID Summer Institute in Denver allowed us the time to step back and really define things. How do we tie together all the amazing things that are happening here, and how do we align the work? That led our school leadership team to create a mission, vision, and commitments document as a result of that summer learning. We refer back to that mission and vision and commitments within all of our professional development, as well as our weekly awards that we hand out to staff as well. Our professional learning communities continue to work on the adoption of curriculum across all of our core content areas here at North and across our district. And we're also seeing alignment to our strategic action plan, which also aligns with our district work. Within our district strategic action plan, college and career readiness as measured by junior ACT scores is our leg measure. We then use students' GPAs as a lead measure. Our professional learning communities, as well as our work with analyzing student work, and our classroom coaching also lead into our lead measure of GPAs. Within the foundation of that is Wicker, GRR, as well as our language learning. And at the bedrock of what we do is our culture and PBIS, attendance, organization, and facilities.
All professional development incorporates Wicker, even our nuts and bolts types of professional development. We always have the goal of having teachers understand what the purpose of that Wicker strategy is and what it feels like to actually do that instructional strategy. Our teachers also are consistently reviewing GPAs on a monthly basis and analyzing reasons why or how they can ensure that their students are getting a GPA of 2.8 or higher. They identify specific strategies that they can implement in order to best support student learning and outcomes. In addition, Tom has created a specific schedule for all of our team to go and visit classrooms every single 2 weeks in order for them to receive feedback tied to Wicker and our commitments. In addition, we also do binder checks here, kind of as like that pulse check for how our staff are implementing the focused note-taking process and what steps need to be taken in order to ensure that students are taking notes, going through all the phases, and of course have that organizational system in place.
AVID has given us the tools to keep students at the center of our conversations. For example, our teachers regularly review data, both individually and in their professional learning communities. What we saw in the past was that teachers would get stuck on identifying what students could not do and attribute those deficits to factors outside of their control. We've worked really hard to change that mindset, and now we require teachers to look at the learning challenge and identify what instructional strategies they will use to engage those students. This is where that AVID toolbox is critical. We then have layers of support folded in through our student services team, where we partner with families to help address some of the areas like attendance and behavior so our teachers can be more focused on instruction. School-wide, we all have a commitment to challenging our students. Teachers are able to push students into stretch courses with recommendations for courses. Our counseling staff uses junior conferences with every student and family to help students understand the rigor they need in their schedules for their future plans. It really is a school-wide, all-hands-on-deck approach to supporting students.
Our data reflects AVID's positive impact on our building. As of this school year, 100% of North's teachers are AVID trained, and we provide ongoing AVID-focused professional development throughout the year. We feel it's important to model AVID strategies and provide teachers with hands-on opportunities to try out those strategies. Our leadership team ensures our professional development is relevant to teacher and student needs by engaging in those classroom visits of each teacher in the building every 2 weeks. We provide that specific feedback to teachers and use the visits to determine our next steps for individual supports and school-wide action. We've also experienced growth in the courses of rigor that our students are taking each year. Since 2010, our AP course catalog has expanded dramatically to provide more AP options for students. We've also removed barriers to students taking AP classes by ensuring the master's schedule provides the maximum number of AP options for students and removing or limiting the prerequisite courses that track students in and out of AP courses. As a result, we've experienced dramatic growth in the number of students taking those AP classes. Even as our school population declines, we have more students taking AP courses today than 15 years ago, and many more Hispanic and Black or African American students taking AP classes. We are proud that we've experienced a nearly 600% increase in Hispanic students taking AP courses and a 250% increase in Black or African American students taking AP courses. In addition to taking courses of rigor, our students are also achieving at higher rates. We've tracked our students' GPAs and class grades on a monthly basis since 2021. The number of students earning BCs or higher has improved overall and across our subgroups of focus, which includes English learners, special education students, Black or African American students. In addition, our overall GPAs are improving as well. Though the path to increased grades and GPA has not always been linear, we are excited that our focus on the gradual release of responsibility through Wicker has resulted in across-the-board improvements in outcomes for our students.
We're really proud of the growth we've seen on our state report card scores since the implementation of AVID here at North, and especially over the course of the past 2 school years. Our most recent score of 68.7 means we are really close to jumping into the next category on the state report card, which would be exceeding expectations. From 2021-22 to 2022-23, our report card score grew 5.1 points, which was the most in the district. And then from 22-23 to 23-24, we grew another 4.1 points, again the highest in our district. That 9.2 points of growth in 2 years is the most across the district. And our 2023-24 score is North's highest ever, including before the pandemic.
We attribute the growth on the report card to a few things. Most importantly, our students are growing and improving in the areas of math and reading, as measured by standardized testing. In addition, North is closing gaps for our most marginalized students, resulting in both improved growth and closing gaps categories. We believe that the high-quality instruction, emphasizing teacher use of Wicker and the gradual release of responsibility model, has had really positive impacts on student learning. Another major change we've undergone that positively impacted student learning is the adoption of common curriculum and curricular resources for each core content area. Over the last 4 years, students have received a common and consistent learning experience across the schools in the district and classrooms within a building that is directly connected to grade level standards. In addition to the data celebrations on these slides, our data one-pager includes more celebrations of our students' growth.
As we continue to improve our instructional practices, we had 3 main focuses through this year: focus notes, organization, and collaboration. These topics were chosen based on walkthroughs that we've conducted throughout the year and through our AVID binder checks. We noticed that our students were taking notes, but not going much beyond that. Therefore, we utilized PD to provide more learning around doing focused notes through the phases of 2 through 5, which requires students to process their notes, connect their thinking, summarize and reflect, and then apply those notes. At the next staff meeting, staff provided some presentations around how they have been incorporated those focused note-taking processes within their own classrooms. They are the experts in the room, and we really want to leverage their expertise by teaching other staff members. Our next focus was around our organization. At North, not every student is required to have a binder or organization system, although most have one. However, our AVID students are required to have that organizational system. Our focus for PD was on types of organizational systems that are being used to manage students' time, materials, and thinking. Our staff then also gave some more information on how they are using different organizational systems within their classroom, including how they utilize binders, focus notes, their Blackboard pages, or even how they organize their own lesson planning methods. Finally, we consistently were seeing a need for more collaborative strategies within the classroom. Through PD, we really wanted to highlight ideas on how to establish structures and routines, how to bring about more accountable talk, and collaboration throughout a lesson, including in the focused instruction phase as well as the guided instruction phase. This includes having students do basic collaboration, which means that students are speaking and listening to each other to consolidate thinking, and productive collaboration, which requires students to solve problems and then advance their thinking.
When we think about empowering excellence for brighter futures, we know that we have a lot of work ahead of us. Not only do we need to maintain the standards we've achieved, for example, ensuring we continue to have high levels of AVID trained teachers, but we need to focus on ensuring that we keep improving outcomes for our students. We still have gaps to close in access to AP courses and standardized test results. Our staff has a growth mindset, and we know that we can also continue to hone our skills and develop our expertise with lesson design and implementation. We are definitely energized and ready to pursue ambitious goals, such as exceeding expectations on our state report card.
In order to continue growth and achieve our future goals, we believe that we can maintain momentum through the intentional onboarding of new staff. All our new to North teachers are invited to attend Waukesha's AVID Secondary Foundations Pathway Trainings in August. I facilitate this professional development and strongly encourage teachers to attend. About 90% of our new teachers attend this training, so they start their first day in the district with a strong foundation for our instructional system and AVID. I then follow up this training with AVID and Wicker-focused coaching cycles during the first semester, in which I work with teachers to implement high-leverage Wicker strategies. We've received great feedback from the teachers on this training and look forward to continuing it annually.
We'll also continue to maintain momentum through our professional learning and continued growth mindset. We use the AVID CCI to influence our decisions around professional development. Our regular classroom visits mean teachers receive feedback every other week, and we celebrate high-quality instruction through our Wicker Strategy of the Week that Angela produces, as well as weekly awards to our teachers, and photos and other strategy celebrations within our weekly news and notes that get sent out to the staff. We'll continue to leverage our teachers to lead professional development strategies as we see them within their classrooms. And we plan on sending a team to the Chicago AVID Summer Institute this summer. When you come to visit us on April 16th, we hope you see that all means all here at Waukesha North High School. You'll have the opportunity to see some of our students in our AVID elective classes in action. We also hope you'll see the implementation of Wicker across all of our core classes and our elective classes as well as within our English language learning programs and our special education programs. We also think you'll see Wicker across all classrooms, including our new teachers and our most veteran teachers as well. Again, we really look forward to welcoming everybody April 16th for our AVID National Demonstration School Showcase, and we look forward to seeing you then. Thank you for your attention to our presentation, and we'll see you on the 16th.